All right, we got Hason Piker. People like Destiny. Why do we care? Hason Piker is one of the number one streamers on Twitch. And I'm going out on a limb. Man, it's probably not too far out there that the youth is on Twitch. Okay, unless you got snowflakes still in their basement. Now, look, I love playing games too, but you have young people who are impressionable, and I'm doing this video for parents out there, grandparents, people my age who are probably grandparents by now, which I'm sure you are. And I mean, my oldest son is what? He's 38, and I got another one 15. So, uh, giving your kid a phone or access to the internet as far as PCs and things like this, and they're going on Twitch, watching these people stream for hours on end and doing nothing but rambling on propaganda nonsense. Nonsense. And this guy is promoting offing conservatives on Twitch. On Twitch, people. So I just urge parents out there, put a guard, some kind of guard on your phone, on your kid's phone if you're going to give your kid a phone, and put some kind of guard on there to see exactly what they are digesting on the internet if you give your kid access. So let's see what all the hubbub is about with him. And he also got in trouble with his dog this week. The past few days it's been blowing up, and I had been meaning to do a video on him because I found it outrageous that this guy hasn't been taken down of the things that he says. It's insane. Now, if a conservative was saying this about somebody on the left, it would have been all over the mainstream media news. They would have been banned, and as they should. And as they should. If they're calling out for the deaths of people, inciting violence, inciting going to riot, and all of this stuff. And a lot of these TikTok videos I've been seeing on X lately, where these people are calling for action, and we're going to go down there, we're going to rally, we're going to go down to the ICE facilities, and we're going to protest, and we're going to cause problems, and we're going to get in their face, and we're going to create all this violence. I think they should be arrested. Whoever internal people who deal with computer, electronic, IP addresses need to find these people and arrest them for inciting violence. Now, I don't know how many a percentage of them are just doing it to get views and likes and what have you, just to be controversial. Because I guess at this point, people just want to get famous on YouTube, I guess, and spout nonsense, right? Not on YouTube, more or less, but on TikTok, because they could just pick up their phone and just start yapping, and then boom. And then it's off in the sphere of the internet. I mean, I guess you could do that on YouTube. I mean, I'm on here right now and I'm doing this video, but you have to have content. You're discussing it. There are people on YouTube that spout nonsense as well, but I think YouTube has a little more strict guidelines. I think Hason would probably be banned from YouTube. I'm going out on a limb. I'm not sure, but. Let's take a look, ladies and gentlemen, and see exactly what he is spouting out. And there's been quite a few content creators that have been covering this. New York Post did a little small piece on it. There's an article on New York Post if you want to go read that. It gives a little bit. I think CNN interviewed him a while back, which is... Yeah, we probably know how that went. It was probably a softball interview, instead of... This guy should be banned, but CNN gives him a platform. It's redonkulous. But here we go. Let's see what's going on.
I'm sick and tired of it. Left-wingers, liberals, you need to be showing your opponent's guts on there, okay? You need to be gutting them. You need to be shanking these motherfuckers and letting their intestines just ride on stage. What the is this shit, man? Slice them up. Slice them and dice them. What the is this? You cannot have a bigger layup. You could not have had a bigger layup than a horrible candidate like Herschel Walker. Sure, he was prepared very well. And Herschel Walker actually had a good
thing we do need to make sure we do. We got to keep attracting younger viewers that, grow up on TikTok, when they're 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, even though they shouldn't be.
Oh, my God. This guy here, I don't know what his name is, but he's one of the head honchos at Twitch. Look, you guys just heard what he said. Now, look, I think Hason is a snowflake. He talks a big game sitting behind his mic in his mom and daddy's mansion, which he has enough money to go because he's got one of the largest platforms on Twitch. He's making good money. I saw a stat. I think he's making like $100,000 a year. Let's see, where is that? Let's see if we can find. I got some stuff on Destiny. Maybe it's this one. Does it even say how much he... This tells you how many viewers he has. I'm sorry, not viewers, but followers. He's got 2.8 mil. I saw a stat saying how much he earned. I might have saw that somewhere else because I've been going through a lot of stuff. So he's making good money. He could be totally get his own house. But look, the point is he's sitting in the comfort of his safety of his parents' home, telling other people to go out and gut people. Do you think he takes his own advice? Nah. I highly doubt it. He's just talking a big game. But the danger is that you have psychos who are watching him and like, oh my God, and they just gravitas to what he's saying because apparently they find him charismatic and because I don't find him charismatic. Watching him, he's a moron, right? Well, because I'm grown. I have an adult mind and I'm not insane. Hason is insane. Or he's just playing the game. I mean, why is he doing this? Why is he saying such things? So he gets more followers, it's controversial, and this kind of stuff.
874 Bellevue Drive, and I'm gonna kill you with my AR-15. Like that's the type of messages they were leaving in this dude's office, and he's resigning. Like he's literally, this is his last term. So I think that people are a lot more radical. It's hurt.
So people are a lot more radical, probably because of people like you talking to young people, and then they intimidated somebody enough to where they resign, and the crowd cheered. Thought, oh yeah, that's just great. That's just hoopla. But that other guy said, yeah, we got to get them while they're 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. They know. Twitch knows who's watching and who's tuning into these streams, and they don't give a shit. It's all about money. But apparently Twitch has been losing money. So, I mean, just because he's the biggest guy on there with 2 million viewers, which is that even a lot? I mean, Moist has what, like 17 million on YouTube? I mean, he's pretty popular. Osmond Gold has 4 million on YouTube. I'm not sure what he has on Twitch, but he does a lot of content. I think he streams on Twitch and then they just clip it onto YouTube. Let's see what else this brilliant mind has to say.
poor people that they can afford housing in Berkeley? I don't know how that works.
My understanding is that the property owners who have properties there choose just not to rent it at all.
Yeah, kill them.
result.
Kill those motherfuckers and murder those motherfuckers in the street. Let the streets soak in their red capitalist bloods, dude.
What if one?
Wow. Let the streets soak in their red capitalist blood because they don't want to rent. So, how many rooms? How many rooms does Hassan's parents' home have? You're in a giant house. Your parents are very wealthy. You're wealthy. Why don't you rent somebody a room or rent somebody? But oh no, capitalist blood won't rent to somebody because he just spouts off all this. I don't even know what the context was, and it doesn't even matter what the content says. He's calling to kill somebody, to kill these people. Because somebody said, oh, well, they don't want to rent something. Well, I'm sure there's a reason. You can't tell people what to do with their own property anyway. This is America. And who the hell are you? Who the hell are you sitting in your mom's basement saying this nonsense? And parents, you need to see, if you've got young teenage boys, make sure they're not listening to this guy, or you're just going to have to deprogram them. Because they're going to believe everything he says. It's insane. Now, here's a clip I got from Legal Mindset. He is an attorney. He is a practicing attorney, and he does something called Fast Facts. Now, he's got a clip here that he has, he's reviewing, and this is the night of the incident of the dog shocking his dog. Now, keep in mind, the dog had already been sitting there a couple hours before the dog got up and moved. Now, pay attention to Hassan's arm. Let's see, right here. When the dog gets up to move, watch what his arm does. It's clearly he goes and zaps the dog. All right? So this is just another iceberg of a disaster Hason Piker is. Now, we just heard the nonsense he spouted with violence and actually killing people, to now he actually abuses his own dog. Let's go.
Clip of all of America's much more consequential violence. Okay? It's the same reason as to why America, Kaya, please just fucking just stop.
And you see right there, this is the important point. He tries to claim now that the dew claw of the dog got stuck. You can see right here where he reaches his hand. You see the hand out. He's clearly reaching that hand. From that perspective, it's going to be his right hand out, and he's pressing a button. Watch this.
America.
Oh yeah, it's clear. And yeah, I did see the clip where he did I don't know if you want to call it an apology video or just let me explain to you what happened. And then he said it was the dew claw, but again, just like Legal Mindset said, watch the right arm, and clearly you can see for yourself.
America, Kaya, please just fucking just stop.
Oh yeah.
Jesus Christ, what are you doing?
He tastes
You're
that
being
dog.
such a baby.
You're the baby.
It's just
What a pathetic loser.
The only baby here is Hason, who literally can't handle anybody getting any attention except for himself. Even when his dog goes to get attention, that is too much for Hason Piker.
Yeah, I agree. It's like, what is the dog, his prop? Is the dog just a prop and the dog can't... Why can't the dog get up and move around? What's the problem here? For Pete's sake. I've had dogs for years. My two little old dogs had passed away. I think the last one died last year. He was like 17. He's a little Chihuahua. Bless his heart. We miss him. But those dogs went all around the house. We had a shepherd half husky. We named him Teddy. He lived to be about 15 years old. That dog went all over the house. He went everywhere.
Therefore, he had to use a shock collar. Now, he's trying to say this was not a shock collar. Oh, it's just vibration. Oh, it was just a vibrating collar. But that has now been fully exposed.
Last night, if you want to go check out Osmond's Gold's channel, he did an analyst video, reacting video to Hason streaming on Twitch and saying, yeah, y'all don't know what you're talking about. This is what it is. He takes the collar off the dog and he's showing it, this is what it is, and it only whatever. Like he's minimizing what he did, right? He's just minimizing it. And if you want to see that video, I would recommend you go check out Osmond Gold reviews Hason Pike's excuse that he did not shock that dog.
As a lie. As you can see here, there are individuals who went and took the collar, which he tried to say was just a vibrating collar, and they upped the brightness so you can kind of see where he clearly placed a piece of tape right here over where the shock prongs go for this. If you want to scroll here, you can see this is the model here. That is the shocking version and vibration only. So they've got the charging points that are on the middle side, right? You see right there. These charging points are clearly covered by a piece of tape. He's trying to hide those.
Osmond Gold predicted in his video I watched last night that, this is going to get picked apart. Right? And I kind of thought the same thing too. I'm like, there's going to be these guys out here that are just going to analyze, zoom in, everything Hason did, and Hason should have known this. That you are under a microscope, my guy. You are under a microscope. Now, there's going to be, I think there's going to be more people upset with him because this is America. We love our pets. We love our dogs. We don't like it when people hurt animals. We don't like it. Now, people do it. We don't like it. But when they get caught, watch out. We have laws against this thing. But Hason should have known that this was going to get under a microscope, scrutinized. And here we have somebody saying that he actually put tape. It's like, so he's got, look, here's your prongs. And then this is Hassan's hand holding on the stream. And he's got tape over it. What? This guy. So I'm sure there's going to be another video from Hason, probably today or tomorrow. I don't know. We'll be looking for it. That he's going to rebut the butt. Because he's already rebutted. Now he's going to rebut the rebut. Oh, y'all don't know what we're talking about. And there's going to be tons of people who are going to be, I think, like I was saying a moment ago, more people are going to be against him. But he's going to have his followers. He's got a core following that's going to stand by his side no matter what. I think it's just people are delusional. People are delusional. Sometimes I think, what are we in the book of Revelation where people become so delusional they'll believe a lie, they'll believe the lies. Good is perceived as evil and evil is perceived as good, because boy, it is playing out over America. Watching these TikTok people on TikTok, my God, it's like the days of Noah. They're all standing out there just reveling in their debauchery and carrying on like there's no tomorrow.
And this is the model of shock collar you see, which pretty much matches straight up with what he's got in the stream.
What?
And you can see that's available here from eCollar Technology. So this is something that, once again, Hason, time and time and again, tries to lie, tries to deceive, but he's called out on. He's called out because, well, he just doesn't know the facts, doesn't know the truth, and he also doesn't know the law. Because under California law, specifically, as I point out here on X, California Penal Code 597, there is a prohibition on maliciously and intentionally causing unjustifiable pain or suffering in any animal. And beyond
this looked like it was clearly unjustified. The dog just got up off the bed to stretch or walk or go get water, and he's like, boom, boom. And I don't know if y'all have looked fully at the clip. I know Osmond Gold and his review of it last night I watched, where at one point Hason just turned his head and looked at the dog, and that dog went and laid back down. I was like, damn. That dog's scared of him. Literally.
Beyond that, there are local ordinances, that is local laws, against the impermissible use of a shock collar. And because of that, I've encouraged people who've seen this stream to reach out, to use the phone number here, to send a mail, or hey, if you're in LA, go in person and say, hey, look, here's the video, here's what we see. You really
Okay, guys, there it is. There's the number. Y'all have seen the video and you're convinced. Now, some of those videos that have been really microscoped and zoomed in and seeing that he's got duct tape on it or some kind of tape he's taping over where he can't shock the dog. Well, he said last night in that video Osmond was playing is like he has several collars. She wears a couple different collars a day. What the hell is that? Why would you keep changing the collar? Why do you need the shock collar on the dog in the house? And the dog, to me, looks fully grown. Looks like some kind of chow mix. I don't know what kind of dog that is, but it kind of like a chow. Yeah, so this a decent-sized dog. The dog's in the house, and the dog seems to, from all intents and purposes, watching the video, the dog is very docile. For that dog to lay there for like 4 hours and not move, or just she would get up and then turn and reposition. Now his excuse was he don't want her laying on the floor because of her joints and her bones. What the hell is that? You could get her a doggy bed where she could go from the little doggy bed on the floor, and then if she wants to get up high, because dogs do. I mean, my dog Teddy used to just jump on my bed, and he's big. He's probably as big as Hassan's dog. But, I mean, dogs just do what they want to do. But, again, why would he have the shock collar on the dog in the house? So, I guess if you were outside or you're going somewhere. Now, he did say last night in that video on Osmond Go that there's also a GPS tracker. There's a flashlight on it. So, if his dog gets lost, which I really doubt his dog is going to get lost. I'm assuming. I don't know. Their property is probably fenced off. Why can't the dog just go outside? Why don't you have an area? You got money. I'm sure you're a millionaire by now. Why don't you have a big old doggy door and a doggy area for your dog? That's a decent sized area where she could get out, kind of run around, go do her business, and just come in and out, and she would love it. She would love it. She'd be a very happy dog. Let her roam around and explore her environment. This guy. Anyway, here's the phone number, Department of Animal Services in Los Angeles. If anybody out there that's watching this video, please call them and report him.
You need to look at this. It looks like, based on all this proof, show them the picture of the tape over the shock prongs.
Yes.
Say, hey, based on all this, we think that Hason is in violation here. And at the very least, this will get this investigated. This will make him have to answer for his actions here. And now, while this may not throw him into prison forever, this is not a felony. This is not a capital
Yeah, but at least it'll do something because he keeps getting away with everything.
crime. The point is to show Hason a person, a Nepo baby that has never had any consequences for his actions in his life. He's always gotten away with everything. He still continues to get away with literally everything at Twitch. To show him there are consequences. People will follow up. They will call you out. And you can't just engage in this bad behavior forever.
I'll tell you what, if he was my son, because he's about the same age as my son. I think I saw that he was born in 88. Did I see that right? Or was that Destiny? I don't know. Whatever. He's in his 30s. He's not actually a young, super young person, but he's in his, Hason Piker's in his 30s. If he was my son, and he was living in my house, and he was talking like that online, I would kick him out. Get out. right now. I'm not having it. Get out. I'm being serious. I'm not going to put up with that. I didn't raise you like that. Now, I don't know how his parents raised him. I don't want to diss on his parents, but I'm just saying what I would do. Let me know, parents out there, what would you do if it was your 35, 38-year-old son living in your house? And he's streaming, and yeah, he's making 100,000, 140,000 a month. Maybe he's paying you rent. But no, you're not living at my house and calling for the death of people. No, it's not going to happen. I don't care. I don't care how much money you have. I don't want your money. I'd rather have my integrity, my values, my morals, my standards. I'm a Christian, and this is how it's going to be. No, this isn't happening. I'm just throwing that out there. Just throwing that out there. I mean, do you guys think Hasan's parents know what he's doing? Do they actually? What are you doing in your room all day, son? Well, he's on the computer. What is he doing? What, are they old? Do they not know what he's doing? I don't know. Just asking questions here, and how do they feel about it?
Dan Clancy may not punish you, but eventually the law will come for you. And these principles you pretend to stand for are really just falsities. So I want to know what you guys think in the comments below, and I will catch you.
Well, that was good. That was really good. That was really, really good. Let's see. Look at this. See if they're gonna pull that up. There's the tape. There, it's got it covered here. There's the two prongs right there. Well, Hason Piker, why do we care? I think this is why we should care, parents. If he can say, I guess, obviously, we have freedom of speech, but I don't think there's freedom of inciting violence and death. I think there's a big distinction here, and Twitch is just letting him, and like Legal Mindset said here, it's like he's gotten away with everything. He says he's been saying stuff like this for several years. This is nothing new. Now, he just gets busted with his dog, abusing his dog. This is just another tip on the iceberg, just another thing this guy's doing. It's unbelievable. I can't believe. I don't even know. I don't even know. You guys could also go watch Emila Pombi. Let me put her name in the thing so y'all can see it. Emila Ekapondabi, something like that. And I am so sorry I cannot pronounce your name. Please forgive me. I do apologize. And I like her. I'm subscribed to her channel. She was with the Daily Wire, and she dipped, and I don't know why she dipped. She dipped. Candace dipped. But Candace went to the dark side and went cray-cray. Her and Tucker Carlson went to the dark side. I call it the loony side. Like, what? And I think their side is dangerous because they started their platforms as coming across as like conservative Christians, and then now they pepper in this conspiracy theorist against the Jews. Candace says the Jews back in the 14th century were killing Christian children and drinking their blood. I mean, dude, I am not making this up, bro. She has lost her mind. And then she's getting sued by the president of France. Where is it? Whatever. So she claims his wife is a man. You can't make this stuff up. Paris. I'm sorry. I believe it. I don't know if. Whatever. That's how much I care about it. But I know Apostate Prophet and David Wood have covered it, talking about how loony Candace Owens and Tucker Carlson have become. Y'all need to go check out their channels if you want to learn more about Islam. And check out Amelia Panabi. Damn, I butchered that. But anyway, she's got some good programming, and it's a 13-minute video, and she covers them. Now, we're going to do one more thing, and then we're going to close this video out. We're at 30 minutes. We're getting a little long. Okay, so, I don't know what Hason Piker's affiliation as far as religion is, but I suspect, I don't know if it's true, as full disclosure here, but he is all about Hamas. He's all about, he don't like Christians and conservatives. He doesn't like capitalism, which he participates in capitalism, and he's making money off of capitalism. It's the hypocrisy knows no bounds. And he spouts about the Jews. He's all about the genocide in over there in Israel. So on the surface, it appears. Now, I don't want to pull a Candace Owens, but I'm just saying. It appears that he is an Islam. He's a Muslim. I don't know if that's true or not. I'm just going to throw this out there. But he has a dog. This is why I have this article. We're going to finish up this article, and we're going to tell you 5 reasons keeping dogs as a pets is forbidden in Islam. Now, even this title contradicts itself as we go down. Now, this was posted in 2023, but I knew from Apostate Prophet and David Woods. David has his channel as Apologetics Roadshow. Y'all need to check them out. And this is how I learned that Islam, Muslims hate dogs. So then I'm like, the last couple of days, Hason Piker's abusing his dog. He don't want the dog running around the house and all of this stuff. And I'm like, I thought he was Muslim. I mean, I really did. I thought he was. I don't know if he is. I don't want to get sued. I'm just saying, I assumed he was. I don't know if he is. So this is a disclaimer. I just assumed he is. While dogs are beloved pets in many cultures, Islam has specific guidelines regarding their ownership. And we love our pets, don't we? We don't like it when people hurt our pets. While dogs are beloved pets in many cultures, Islam has specific guidelines regarding their ownership. This article explores 5 reasons keeping dogs as pets is forbidden in Islam. Ritual impurity. Najis? I guess that's how you pronounce it. One of the primary reasons dogs are discouraged as pets in Islam is the issue of ritual impurity. According to Islamic judicial prudence, dogs are considered impure. This impurity is associated with their saliva, which can transfer to humans when they get licked by a dog. Okay. Allah Akbar. Allah Hakim. In Islam, ritual purity is important, especially before acts of worship like prayer or handling the Quran. The presence of a dog as a pet can complicate this purificational rituals. It's going to complicate it. Oh my God. Don't let the dog drool on the Quran. Prohibition of interreaction with dogs in Hadith. The Hadith, sayings and actions of the Prophet Muhammad, Allah Akbar, provides further insight into the prohibition of keeping dogs as pets. Several Hadiths narrations discourage unnecessary interaction with dogs, indicating that angels do not enter a house with a dog. So, I know. I got a weird sense of humor, but here we go. Angels are outside. He says, hey, man, we can't go in there. They got a toy Yorkie. Look how cute that thing is. But we can't go in there. That thing's impure. The Quran encourages the presence of angels in the home, but dogs, due to their impurity, are believed to deter these noble beings. So, they believe that the presence of a dog is going to stop an angel of God to come into their house. What is it like? Like vampires? Vampires have to be invited in, but oh, there's a dog. We can't. There's a barrier around this house. We can't go in it. We can't go in it. Hygiene and safety. Islamic teaching prioritizes cleanliness and hygiene. Thank God, because I've smelled a few people and I'm like, wow. While keeping dogs is not entirely forbidden, okay, well, you were just telling us at the beginning of the article it's forbidden, but now it's not entirely, which you wish you'd make your mind up. And this is another thing you can learn from AP, Apostate Prophet, and Apologetic Roadshow, is the contradictions of the different doctrines of the Quran and all of this stuff. It's insane. It's insane. While keeping dogs is not entirely forbidden, their presence in the house can raise concerns about the cleanliness and safety. Dogs may carry diseases and parasites that can pose health risks to humans. Moreover, their behavior, like licking utensils or wandering around the house, can compromise hygiene standards. Man, my brother-in-law, they got a dog, a little dachshund. And boy, they spoil that dog. That dog's all over. That dog does whatever he wants. That's the cutest little dog, and he's a good little dog. He's a good boy. And oh man, she'd be cooking for him like fresh food, fresh meat. It's amazing. It's a wonderful thing to see. They love their dog. Space and welfare considerations. Responsible pet ownership requires providing animals with appropriate living conditions and care. Dogs as pets need an ample space, exercise, and social interaction. In many cases, keeping dogs in a confined spaces may not meet their welfare needs, which goes against the principles of kindness to animals emphasized in Islam. Neglecting a pet's welfare can lead to moral and ethical dilemmas in Islamic ethics. Okay, focus on other animals. Here we go, people. Here we go. Islam encourages Muslims to consider other animals as potential pets. Cats, for example, are generally considered permissible as pets in Islam and have a history of companionship with the Prophet Muhammad. Allah Akbar! This focuses on alternative pets, reinforces the idea that dogs are not the only source of companionship or protection available to Muslims. Protection? What? Is this the Mummy movie? Why is he scared of cats? I'm sure everybody saw The Mummy with Brandon Fraser. I love it. I love it. The first two were epic. The third one, I'm like, what? Anyway, and I like Jet Li. But it just, the first two were epic. The first one, fabulous. But he's like, why is the Mummy scared of? Well, because they're the protectors of the dead. But when he becomes fully in the flesh, he's not scared of that little kitty cat anymore. But hey, here we go. The Muslims in Islam, from the Prophet Muhammad Ahaba, says they can have cats for protection. I mean, are we talking big cats here? What kind of cats are we talking about? I don't know. The prohibition of keeping dogs as pets in Islam is based on a combination of factors, including ritual impurity, hygiene, safety, and the welfare of animals. So I guess their excuse is, well, to be a good steward of animals, and because we don't want them in our house. Oh, hell no. We don't want them in our house. So we can't be a good steward to a dog, so we don't want a dog because of the hygiene, and we don't want it in the house. But the dog needs to be shown love and compassion, and needs a home and a place. What? These teachings are rooted in the religious texts and traditions of Islam, which aim to guide Muslims in living a life that aligns with their faith and values. While these reasons discourage keeping dogs as pets, it's essential to understand that these guidelines may not apply universally, as culture and regional differences can influence practices within the Islamic world. Allah Akbar! Anyway, this is a great pick. I like that. I like that one. And this is a good one. Well, because they all can't agree on stuff. What is it? The Sunnis and the Shiites or whatever. I need to watch some more Apostate Prophet, because they all have different types of doctrines, and they all squabble with each other over the Quran and what did Muhammad and Allah really want. So they all like, boom. I know Baptists here or Pentecostals or, all these different branches of Christianity religion, which I don't like, by the way. I don't like how it all branches off, and they got different little doctrines and different little things, but they're not fighting and killing each other over it and squabbling over it, this kind of stuff. But I just thank God for, what was it, in the 14th century, Martin Luther says you don't need the Catholic Church. They went after him. They were going to kill him. You don't need the church, because they didn't even let people read the Bible. You weren't allowed to read the Bible. Only the monks and them could read, and the priests could read and teach you. Thanks to Martin Luther, and it's the Martin Luther from like the 14th, 15th century. Y'all can go Google it, what year he was around and about. But he said, every human being, every man on earth has a right to individual relationship with his creator. It revolutionized religion. And we can thank him for that. We can thank him for that. Definitely. So, what'd y'all think of that? But anyway, we're going to wrap this up. But there you go. Why do we care about Hason Piker? We should, because young parents, grandparents, your son or daughter could be listening to this guy, and you need to put a stop to it and let them know how crazy he is. And there you have it.